The note was short, just a few words. Goodbye, thanks for everything. When I read it, the forest seemed to tighten around me. The silence pressed harder. The air grew heavier. The cars were gone. The tents, too, even the food. My son stood beside me, wide-eyed, clutching my sleeve. He didn't understand yet, but I did. We were abandoned. No signal, no road in sight, only trees that looked the same in every direction. And the realization that the woman I once called wife hadn't left by accident. She had left us to die. At first, I told myself there had to be a reason. Maybe she'd panicked. Maybe she'd gone for help. Maybe she'd left the note as some twisted attempt at reassurance. But the words kept circling in my head. Goodbye. Thanks for everything. Not be back soon. Not wait here. Goodbye. I thought of the late nights she'd stayed out, the secretive messages she deleted before I could glance at her phone, the sudden brittle smiles when I asked if she was happy. I thought of the way she distanced herself not just from me, but from our son. Cold, detached, almost as if she were rehearsing absence. Standing in that clearing, I knew this wasn't about panic. It was about erasure. She wanted a clean slate, a life without the weight of us. Survival was instinct. I built fire, rationed water, searched for edible plants. My son followed every move, trusting me with a loyalty she had already betrayed. At night, I stared at the stars and let the anger coil inside me. Not hot, not wild, cold. Controlled, a frozen blade waiting to be drawn. When we finally stumbled onto a ranger's trail, I carried my son until we saw headlights, safety, civilization. That's when the questions began. Why had she left? Who had helped her? Where had she gone? I started digging quietly. Her bank account showed sudden transfers, her phone records calls to numbers I didn't recognize. And then, hidden deep in emails, confirmation. She wasn't just leaving us, she was running to someone else, a new man, a new life. And she thought the wilderness would swallow the evidence of us. The truth was as sharp as the first cut of winter air. She hadn't just abandoned me, she had abandoned her child, left him shivering in the woods like excess baggage. When I confronted her days later, calm, silent, I handed her the stack of printouts, bank transfers, hotel bookings, one-way ticket. She broke instantly. Tears, trembling hands, excuses spilling like blood from a fresh wound. She said she was lost, that she didn't know why, that she hadn't thought it through. I watched her collapse, her voice cracking under the weight of her own cowardice. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't curse. I just looked at her, cold as stone. And for the first time, she couldn't read me. My revenge wasn't fire. It wasn't violence. It was removal. I took full custody, laid out the evidence before the court, the police, the family who once believed her mask. They saw the truth, her betrayal in black and white. I let her drown in the silence that followed. Friends vanished, relatives turned away. The man she ran to, he left her too, once he realized she was capable of discarding blood for convenience. Her kingdom of lies fell in slow motion. I didn't need to shout, I didn't need to gloat, I just needed to watch. Now it's just me and my son. We eat dinner together at the same table she once decorated with hollow gestures. He laughs freely now, no longer seeking approval from someone who never deserved him. Sometimes he asks about her. I answer simply, she made her choice, and that's all he needs. As for me, I feel nothing. No grief, no longing, just clarity. She wanted us gone, forgotten, dead to her. Instead, she is the one erased.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.